to be boring. Yeah, yeah. Tell me you ready, Mellow, you ready to spit for the ladies that keep it nasty, dark and petty. If you would pick me, then you might find this upsetting. You say that you're ready, well the joke's on you. Get it?
Hi. It did.
I'm waiting on the other shoe to drop because I know at some point you're going to get back into your shenanigans.
I have not. You dropped bombs on me right before we start recording, so I don't even have it in me to Mariah Carey.
It's so crazy, like, even now some of the things I think are normal or, like, okay, and I'll say them to you, and you'll be like...
I'm horrified every time.
I'm terrified.
No, it's like, honestly, I can't do, like... I can't go back in time and help you and save you. I just feel so helpless with the information.
I'm okay.
No, you're not. No, you're not.
No, I'm fine. I know that those things are not okay. I do think I need to like reframe that stuff don't be as normal as I think it is. But like, I feel like my stepmom always tells people to leave me alone. She's very much like, leave her alone. She is doing the best she can because I legitimately could be outside, spitting on my head under a bridge, homeless, and nobody would be confused. Nobody.
Like, yeah.
Like,
fair.
If I was in the Slippy Grippy Sock Hotel, indefinitely, I know a couple people that would be like, true, perfect. So I think I'm doing really good.
That's fair.
I think I'm doing great, actually.
But it's just like...
But you know what? I always think about my younger self and how I perceived, like, my environment. I knew some of that shit wasn't okay. I was like, when I get grown up, shit is gonna be regular. When I become an adult,
normal and quiet.
Shit is gonna be normal and cute. And then my stepmom came in and showed me what a sane adult looks like. Oh, I know I can find me some normal. I'm gonna get it.
Finding normal. That's boom title.
Finding
immediately.
normal. Boom.
Find that normal. Yeah, it's just like, and I was just so sheltered from everything. So I'm just like.
I was sheltered, but also I wasn't. My father, and he will tell anybody that listens that like he thought that he was going to have a son. They thought I was a boy up until like
the date
of birth. Huh?
Why? They saw a dick? Don't they usually have to see the dick?
They thought I was a boy. The way that I was turned in the womb, like I guess technology wasn't there. It was
sure, it's a dick, y'all. So
it wasn't like they didn't have a gender reveal that didn't exist back then. Yeah. All that shit. So it was just like, oh, a boy. And so when I was born and I was a girl, my dad was just kind of like, I have prepared myself to raise a son, so that's what I'm gonna do. And he talks about that often and how that informed his actions with me and the things that he said to me and just how he behaved. And I think some of that shit, like I say all the time, some of that stuff, it was inappropriate and he shouldn't have said it to me, but it was very helpful. I've said it the other day. I don't know if I was talking to you or I think I might have tweeted it. I don't know who I was talking to. My dad at 8 years old told me one of the most important things I could know is when I'm being pimped and when somebody is trying to make me a mark. I should not have known that as a child, but it has carried me through my adulthood.
But there's also a normal way to say that in non-pimp.
But he's not a normal nigga.
Right. That's what I'm saying. There was a normal way for those lessons to be learned. And I'm not even saying like I think my parents.
Some man shaking his fingers. You never be a motherfucking mark.
Yeah, that's
never
what I'm saying.
Let nobody make you a motherfucking mark. And I'm like, yeah, nigga. And I'm 8. I'm like,
yeah. It's like there was a way for that to be. I think my parents like they did well, but I think they almost kind of like flew too close to the sun because it's like now I'm scared of everything. Like now. You said these are bad. I stayed away from, but now I don't know. Like it wasn't as bad. Like the girls say like the shelter girl to trash baby daddy pipeline because you don't teach these girls how to date. So now they kind of whatever. Yes, it's not that bad because I would have me a trash baby daddy by now. But it was a level of why am I? I have a joke about it, but it is a serious conversation. Why am I 8 years old also watching Pimps Up Hoes Down on HBO? This is quite literally pornography. And I'm watching it with my 2 pastor parents and my sister Monique. And we're both in the living room horrified. We probably should. Did it work? Sure.
Yes.
Did I need to be watching that? No. And then the lack of supervision that we had in the house. Like my parents, their kind of idea of like as long as y'all in the house, y'all find there's only so much shenanigans y'all can get into in this house. But me, I'm gonna find a way. Me and Monique, again, I was explaining this when I was getting my hair done. I was just like, well, me and Monique, my sister, weren't like cool growing up because she kind of just like, I quite literally did not ask for you to be born, and here you are. And I'm just like, fair, because I've given her hell since the moment I drew breath. So like, I've been on her ass, she's been on mine. That's kind of just our vibe. But we would bond by watching TV. And like, it'll be like, girl, fuck you, girl, fuck you. Let's watch this movie together. Bet. That's kind of like our vibe. And then when she got in high school, we got cool. But we would be watching shit. It was her 16th birthday. And I don't know if y'all familiar with this movie, but it's a movie called Love and a Bullet.
I feel like you make up things. I feel like I'm in the Truman Show and you make up shit that's not real to tell me about. You don't have to Google it.
No, I'm Googling it.
Because I know it's real, but sometimes I feel like you're pulling my fucking leg.
It is.
I think you brought this up before.
Yes, it's the movie with Tretch from Naughty by Nature. And in the movie.
Why were y'all watching that?
Exactly.
My parents were so far up my ass with what I consumed.
And that's what I'm saying. Like, my parents did, as long as it wasn't witchcraft, everything else was kind of fair game. This movie with Tretch is called Love and a Bullet. And in this film...
Did you make that on Canva?
Do you think I just made this on camera before I can tell you this story right now? You think I photoshopped Tretch from Naughty by Nature into Low Down Dirty Shame just to show you this? No. But in this movie, there's a full frontal nude scene with Tretch. And I have not watched it since I was 8, but in my mind, it's a giant, big black dick on my TV screen at 6:45 in the morning. Me and Monique were waiting on the bus. My parents were asleep. Like, I got myself dressed. Monique got herself dressed. She would make sure we got on the bus. And we were both in the living room like, mouth agape.
My media consumption between my dad and my mom is not necessarily that I wasn't supposed to be, that I was only watching like wholesome child things, but anything that was inappropriate or had anything inappropriate in it, if I was in the care of one of my parents, they were watching it with me and explaining it to me. Like, I did not consume really any media on my own until I got a CD player, like as a double-digit kid. Like, I didn't consume anything by myself. But my dad was very rough with me. I think when he had a daughter instead of a son, he knows how terrible men are because he knows who he is.
Right.
So he put a lot of effort into like telling me shit so early and he'll say it all the time, which I still haven't grappled with. I don't think it's weird, like he's being weird to me. I think it's just a weird thing to have to contend with having a daughter. Like, he will tell people now, like, Jasmine's never been ugly. I knew how niggas was going to be on her, and I know how niggas who are predators and pedophiles move. Like, I have a gorgeous kid, so I had to tell you shit that you needed to know exactly what the words were. He'll say that all the time. Like, I couldn't play with you. I couldn't parse words with you because I knew that you were gorgeous. I know your mom. I know your grandma. I knew what you were going to look like as an older kid. I had to prepare you. So, like, as a young kid, he would tell me, like, men are predators. If they, show you parts of their body or they try to talk to you about sex, like, they don't mean you any good. Like, that is them being harmful to you. Like, even so much, like, I don't know if I shared this on this podcast, but, like, the first penis I ever saw was me being flashed on a trip to Disney World. That was the first. That's why I'm also not, like, a big Disney person because not Disney World, Disneyland. That's the one in California, right? So we were visiting my cousin and like we had been to Disney or whatever. I already didn't have a good experience there, and then we were on Venice Beach and I got flashed and it was horrifying. But all of the shit that my dad had told me about men and how they moved, I don't think I ever said anything about it until I told my cousin Karen and she was like, that didn't happen, but she was on drugs. But I don't think I said anything about it.
Why would you say it like that?
No, she was. I didn't know. So
was it just you and her?
No, it was her and my cousin John, which is her son. And she had taken us we had just went for the day to Disneyland. And then we went to the beach. And this man, I remember he was wearing like Jamaican pants. Like, he's wearing like Jamaican flag pants. Okay. And he was just outside and he said, hey. And I turned around and showed me his dick. And I was like, yikes. So then I told my cousin, I was like, hey man, that man back there showed me his penis. And she was like, nah, come on, we gotta go. And that was just pretty much the extent of it. But because of everything that my dad had told me about, like, how men move or how they could, like, be towards me, I was just kind of like, gross.
Mm-hmm.
And that was it. Like, it affected me negatively, but, like, it didn't, like, totally break me down because he had this super inappropriate conversation with me about how, like, men move.
Yeah.
She was on drugs and she was giving us drugs to go to sleep. That's why my mama was trying to beat her ass, because she was giving us Benadryl to put us to sleep so she'd go out at night.
You know,
that's crazy.
Yeah, that's crazy. I'm thinking about, like, my upbringing. I was always very aware of the darkness of the world, but in a different kind of context, like a churchier, fear-mongery kind of context. Or, like, my mom watched a lot of Law and Order, and I'll be watching a lot of SVU with her. So it would be like every time we watch TV, it'd be like, see? It would kind of like, doom, doom. And it would just be like,
you see what happened?
This is what happened. It would be one thing, like, we couldn't go to sleepovers, and it would just be so extreme, but, like, funny. And they would try to protect us, but again, it's no real right way to kind of do it,
right?
That don't traumatize your children,
right?
But, like, you see, they putting broomsticks up your vagina. You want a broomstick? Well, you can't go over there. And we're just like, whoa,
hey,
what the fuck?
What the fuck is going on?
But honestly, even on TikTok these days, you would see it's like, hey, I'm a SVU officer, and this is what I would never let my kids do. And sleepovers are number one on that list.
I was so vigilant as a kid about, this is gonna sound so crazy, I need to write a joke about it. I was so vigilant about not getting fucked. Once I knew that grown people were trying to fuck kids,
you not fucking
can't
me.
Fuck me, bitch. And I'm telling. Like,
I bet you want these goodies.
You can't fuck me. Like, I went to a sleepover. My dad was like, you good? Don't let nobody fuck you. Like, that's literally how my dad talked to me. And so I'm at the sleepover, like, having fun tonight, but you know it's not happening? Not getting fucked. I know that's not happening.
Crystal's dad, guess what you're not doing tonight? Because I heard about dad.
Not fucking me. Did you see on TikTok this lady, little Asian lady, and I'm saying that so you can find the video. So this little Asian lady was like, my sister and her husband went out of town for a wedding and left my niece with me.
I saw that. I scrolled past it because it seemed like it was going to be sad.
It was not sad. It was just how vigilant you have to be as a parent and as, like, an adjunct parent. So her sister trusted her to take the little girl to the sleepover. Mm-hmm. So she was like, told her niece, I need your location. You have my location. If you need anything, call me, whatever. She says the little girl gets to the sleepover. They're all in the host girl's room. Mm-hmm. And they know, like, she notices and some of the other girls notice a camera in there. So the little girl brings it up to the host little girl. And the little girl's just like, oh, that's normal. Like, it's just a camera in my room. So the niece was like, perfect, and puts a hoodie over the camera.
How old is this little girl?
These are, like, I think preteens.
Okay.
So the mom comes in and takes the hoodie off of the camera. And that's when the little girl texts her aunt and was like, I'm going to need you to come get me. So apparently the niece is in there rabble-rousing and is like, y'all stay here if you want to, but it's goddamn camera here. And clearly it's on because she came and moved the hoodie. So the woman comes and gets the niece, tells her sister what happened. So the sister is like, we're flying back home now. We're coming to get our child because clearly some shit is going on. So they all press the issue with the host lady. And she's like, oh, it's from our security system. That camera's not on. Like, it's just a part of our security system. We have that in there because you can kind of access the daughter's room from, like, some outside entry point. So we're just trying to make sure everything's safe, but it wasn't on while the girls were in there. So then the aunt and the mom brought up the fact that, like, well, my daughter put a hoodie over the camera and you came and took it off. The mom said she did not recall that. She didn't recall that happening. So they all got all the other parents together and went to file a police report because the dad was, like, out of town for work or something. You're filming these girls for your husband. That's what you're, like, if I had to draw a conclusion, that's what you're doing. You're filming these girls. Like, you remember that dad that drugged all the girls at the sleepover with the smoothies? People are fucking crazy.
Yeah, people are insane.
That's so, like, I appreciate my dad for teaching me language.
Yeah.
Even though it's crass, but, like, yeah, me at 9 years old, can't fuck me, twin. Nope, can't do it.
I did one sleepover because I would go to my cousin's house and they would do sleepovers and everything was cool there. Like, I was there all the time anyway. We have sleepovers and I was like the little kid and they were all like 9 and I was like 7 or something. Or no, I was probably, if they're like 11, I was like 8. So it was like, y'all older than me, but we vibing though. Like, it's cool. But it was never no funny business because my mom trusted them. And this is like, so they were my cousins, but they were like my mom's sister's husband's brother's wife and his kids. So it's like, we not blood, but we're cousins.
Right.
So I didn't really start doing sleepovers as a teen until like after my dad passed and I had my designated friends. We've been friends for like a couple years now. My mom trusted their mama and they made sure it was good. And she had brothers. But when I tell you, and we would try. Them niggas was not stunting us like at all. We would just be like, hey, good morning. And they'd be like, girl, please. But thank God. But it was also like funny. Like once you like 13, it's like, I'm choosing on your 19-year-old brother and he wants absolutely nothing to do with it.
Because you don't know what you look like. Like as a preteen girl, you think you're sexy.
Like that, them things like when that girl posted that video, like I thought I was gonna pull Bow Wow in this outfit. No one wants you in your fucking suit bang, Melanie.
You have on 2 polos. Nobody wants that.
Nobody wants you in your 2 camisoles, baby girl. That lace cami on top of the other lace cami, nobody's biting.
No, ma'am.
Nobody wants you. But like my parents were stupid. But now that I look like, that's why I've been going on doing dumb shit once I turned 29, like doing this and doing that, because I never really did anything because I've been so scared of everything. And everyone just gets to just like, but like, damn, I'm scared because once I got rid of the hell of it all and the punishment of it all, now I'm just still scared just in general. Cause like when I wanted to go have sex, I thought I had STD for like a year. You know, like it's just like, oh my gosh, well that's clearly I'm being punished and blah blah blah. So my version of fear is more of like not in a real nigga way, but just like wrapped in like Christianity and all of that. So it takes years and years and years of unlearning. Hi, I'm Mel.
I'm Talley. Sorry about that.
We do that. That's why y'all here.
Time.
We do this every fucking time. Okay, joke of the week. Oh, did you go first last time? I think you did.
I don't remember. I think
you did. You did. So my joke of the week is I currently have a burnt nail. Because very embarrassing. I don't know how to use a lighter. I don't know how to use matches. I don't know how to
Every time you say that, I get mad.
Because I've never really had to. I know how to use the ones with the trigger, but I didn't have that. And, I have this dog in my house, and now my house just smells like dog.
I hate it. I hate the dog smell, and it's so hard to get rid of.
It's so hard. Even now when I'm moving, I smell dog on myself. And I'm like, fuck. Like, it's just never going away, and it smells bad. So my sister last week was like, hey, I'm going to come hang out with you, and we can walk the belt line, and we can go work from home at your house, whatever, take my meetings. And I'm like, cool. And she walks in. I'm already on edge. Like, my house is not in the best shape because we're still moving in, still figuring shit out. And I'm like, okay. And she comes in and she's like, I'm like, oh my God. She thinks it's like a little smell. I was like, I have plugins. Like, I'm doing shoes. It's like, it smells like dog. I'm like, because you go nose blind to it at a point.
I have to leave my home and walk back in to know what my apartment really smells like.
Yeah. And you don't smell it because you're in it all day. So she was like, you just need to light a candle. And I don't usually light candles because they choke me. Because, I have my allergies. I don't like perfume. I don't like smell goods a lot because it gives me a headache. And I I just started sniffling. Right. But I'm like, okay, I got to do candles. I got to do better with that. Okay, bet. So when Dwayne got home, he helped with he lit a match. Because Monique had like matches from some restaurant. So like, thanks. So we didn't have a lighter in the house. So so Dwayne like lights it. Boom. We're doing great. So I got home. Where was I coming from? I was coming from getting my fucking nails done. Freshly done nails. Like,
that would make me so mad.
Just got my fucking nails done. And I'm like, okay, let me light a candle because it did smell kind of doggy in here. And because I don't use matches, I don't know how they work for real. I light it. I'm like, great. But I go like this to light the candle. So the flame is going up. It's going up to my finger and it's going up to my nail. And it's like it's burning my thumb. And I'm trying to light the wicks. It's 3 wicks. I'm like, fuck. I have a little burn mark on my shelf.
Yeah.
That I put it on. And then I look down and now I have a singed fucking fingernail because I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. I called Dwayne, obviously, like, and yeah, that was supposed to be my joke of the week if that lived with a man now. That was supposed to be it. Like, I'm adjusting to that. It just be that shit, man. I don't know what be going on in men's stomachs. I don't know if it's the evil of being a man that just burns them up on the inside. The shit in the farts from him and the dog be so stank and they just go fart for fart.
I will say, my experience living with a man and dog at the same time had me like questioning my existence. Like, this can't be my life. Ooh, you flew too close.
Too close.
You flew too close.
This is my limit. No, I lost it. Can I endure some more?
Did you think that clearing your throat was the problem or the pitch?
I think that, well,
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. You whacked me last episode. You whacked me.
That was a rightful whack. Me and my pitch did nothing to you.
Hey,
can I endure some more? More. It's a Rihanna song. So,
I knew what song it was.
I'm just saying, but like, does it have to sound good?
Oh, yes. The
like
point
pitch
of singing
wise,
is for it to
like
sound
it just
good.
does it have to like?
Anyway,
do I have to really like Whitney Houston it? I'm doing the best I can.
Yikes.
Who am I living for?
That was nice. I think you should.
But then she goes, so I'm like, that's what. And it's like that's why you think you can sing like Rihanna, but Rihanna is still singing.
The thing about Rihanna's vocals, and I know we're gonna go off on a tangent, is that she's just not a good live singer. I think we need to get more comfortable with people not being live singers.
Mm-hmm.
Because if you give Rihanna 8 to 10 takes, she gonna hit that note in that studio. And it's gonna be right. But y'all be expecting Rihanna to be able to stand flat-footed on stage and sing, and it just don't work like that.
And she is just enough, even the choreography-wise, she held her own. Like, even Super Bowl, even though she was pregnant and all of that, they had enough visually pleasing things to happen to, like, make it a great show.
She's a great studio
and
singer.
And even, like, when she does her little, it'd be cute.
And you know, Tyler done came and reheated her nachos, so.
Okay, explain to Auntie what this nachos business is.
So there was
There
was a video of Natalie Nunn and Stunner Girl. I know this because my Twitter feed, no matter what I do, feeds me baddies content. And I keep trying to get away from it. I keep clicking not interested, and it's like perfect, more baddies content. So there's a video where Stunner Girl, first of all, also the lore is that like Natalie Nunn started biting Stunner Girl's style, like top to bottom. I'm gonna just base all my shit, my hairstyle, my outfits off what this girl got going on. And then for some reason we also having beef with her, but it's like, how you gonna eat my nachos and you want to be me? So here's the nachos. So in this video, Stunner Girl is eating a plate of nachos, and almost cartoon like, you can tell that Natalie Nunn wants some but does not know how to ask. Like, I would like some nachos, or like she's eyeing her nachos. Like, I'm envious of your nachos. You have nachos. I don't. I want some of your food. And so the girls just started saying like, oh, she want her nachos, or she eating her nachos, or she reheating her nachos. It's one of those like Twitter, internet, zeitgeist things that grows from something very niche.
But how did we get to specifically reheating the nachos?
So like, if let's say
I understand what it means in the context,
right.
But it's like, how did we get here?
It's just the children started saying
and like
it.
and when the white children, like Gaga stands are saying it, and I know y'all not
like they're saying Gaga reheated her own nachos,
right?
So like the nachos, I like to think of the nachos as like intellectual property or like swag, right?
Right.
So like if
I get that, but I'm just
so
like,
it all came from that video.
The same way the kids are saying Kaya as a slur now.
First of all, white kids
like
saying
that.
Kaya as a slur, not
don't
into
like
it.
We can talk about Kaya.
I leave her alone. You don't even know Kaya.
You don't even know that lady.
You don't even know.
I know Kaya. If I want to drag Kaya, I can drag Kaya. You
shut the fuck up. The fuck.
Kinsley
Ann is crazy.
Shut the fuck up.
Shut the fuck up.
Your joke of the week.
My joke of the week. God keeps trying me in regards to men. God keeps sending me unavailable men. And I think that God is testing my resolve and trying to see what person I am and what person I've become. I'm only going to pass the same test so many times. Have you learned your lesson? God is trying to see if I learned my lesson. Have you learned yours? Because I am trying to walk the path that God has laid before me. I really am. God is sending me niggas with girlfriends, or the devil. This is probably the devil. Sending me niggas with girlfriends, married niggas, constantly unavailable niggas. And I'm just like, I'm faithful. I pray over the same candle every day. I'm very intentional in my prayers. And it's not even that like I'm looking for a partner or I want to be partnered. I just want a little something. And you sending me bullshit. Like you sending me nut shit, man. Like I was kind of trying to talk to this guy. I told you that I met this guy at Rita's thing. And he says he's not in a relationship. Then he says he is in a relationship. He's not in a relationship, is in a relationship. He ends up getting back with his partner and still trying to fuck on me. Like, bro, how you know I'm not crazy? How do you know
they don't?
I won't befriend this girl and tell her what the fuck you got going on?
And be Stan from Girlfriend.
How you know I'm not nuts? Like, how do you know I'm not crazy? Stop it.
Yeah.
But don't nobody pursue you harder than a nigga that's not supposed to. Don't nobody pursue you harder than a nigga with a bitch. I have never
oh my God, yeah.
in my life experienced, and the older we get, it's just like, I think it's two groups of niggas, right? Mm-hmm. I think you have niggas that are just like, I've married my partner. I like my partner.
That's it.
I'm faithful. This is the only person I want. And then you have people that have gotten married because this is my home base. This is a person who I'm know beyond a shadow of a doubt, I'm not going to be alone. Right. And I can pretty much do anything to her and she's still going to be around. That's so sad that you would even try to enlist me to be a part of some shit like that. Like the nigga at the breakfast place had on a fat ass gold band. It was pretty and shiny. It looked new.
That girl put some thought into that.
That girl put some thought into that shit. She probably at one of these apartments attached to this mixed use development that you eat breakfast at, and you downstairs on hoes. What the fuck, man?
Leave me alone.
Leave me the fuck alone. And it's just like, and then also like I feel like the meaner I am to men who are unavailable, they love it. And I can't help it because I like being mean to men. But you think this is foreplay. You think this is flirting. I actually want you to go die in a war. Like straight up. Leave me the fuck alone. Go hang out with that bitch that's in the other room.
Yeah.
Why are you bothering me?
Go help that bitch with them kids.
Go help that bitch with them kids, bro. What the hell?
Yeah. Like.
So that's my joke of the week. I don't know when I'll fuck again. I don't remember how to do it. I'm watching porn purely for studying purposes, so I don't forget. Because who knows when the park will be open again, because I can't catch a fucking break.
You gotta stay fresh. It's like when they want you to like do like doing like multiplication tables, like the little worksheets.
You know what? Like I'm doing my continuing education. Like I'm making sure that like I'm still abreast of like all the new things that are happening in the sex world, because I might
they have new positions that drop since you've been out.
No, seriously. Some of the bitches are doing shit that I've not seen before. Like I sent you something or I talked to you about something where I'm like, is this what the girls are doing now? I saw, excuse my language, 2 bitches sucking 1 dick. I said, oh. I said, it's bitches better than me out here because I ain't never seen no shit like that in all my goddamn days.
Do you know I was on TikTok minding my business?
It was dicks on TikTok?
No.
Oh.
However, my favorite porn star made a TikTok. She's never popped up before, ever.
Who your favorite?
Not Miss B Nasty. That's my girl.
Shout out Miss B Nasty, man.
Miss B Nasty. But it's a girl named Tiffany Lynette. She has the girl with the giant clit. It's so big.
I'm all set.
It's like the clit itself needs its own OnlyFans. Like that's the star.
You big pussy bitches get on my nerves. The ones with the big clits and you fat pussy hoes. Fuck y'all.
She's so little. Put her clit.
So she's just all coochie.
She just. And as someone, y'all know, I don't like seeing men in porn for real, unless you are really serving a purpose or unless you're smoking fucking hot.
They're rarely smoking hot.
And they're rarely, but Dwayne McHale, who been fined forever on the internet.
I don't know who that is.
You don't. You'll know him if you see him. There's a video of him getting his dick sucked. I about plastered myself to the goddamn wall.
I don't watch any full videos of men getting their dick sucked because you are having too much fun. I will not participate in that enjoyment. I don't usually like
that, but that nigga was so fine. I'm enjoying this. Because I stumbled upon it. I didn't go looking for it, but he was on one of the girls' pages I be on.
Mm-hmm. Oh, no.
I be over there. I hang with the gays.
Now, if I was gay, I'd be like, hey, I'm gay.
So I be on the girls' page and I'm always so betrayed when I see them like doing stuff with niggas. Cause you're supposed to be my lesbian. I bookmarked you for a reason. Don't be on here with dicks.
This supposed to be Kitty City.
Kitty City title. You're insane. But it is. It is supposed to be coochie on coochie. I don't want to see no genitals of a male. That one day when I saw Dwayne McCall, I said, I'll allow it. And she went to town on his ass. I could see the veins pulsating as he's like, it was beautiful.
I saw a girl sucking a dick so crazy. I said, I might be alone forever. If the bitches are out here doing it like this,
honestly,
you ever seen a bitch suck a dick so good, you know her bill's paid. You know you don't pay for nothing. You're doing porn for fun.
That pantry full.
I know you got all the Cheetos and all the Capri Suns. I know your kids got snacks, Little League paid for. They go to the doctor
Cleats.
often. Your co-pays paid. I'm just not.
Nails done, not no better new growth. Your car detailed and
hair
clean.
always done. You got a little emergency fund.
When I watch stuff like this, I'm like, is this standard or is this just porn? Because I can't keep up with this.
I check in with niggas though, like when I have sexual relationships, because I don't know what the other girls are doing because I don't care. You know what I'm saying? You gonna get whatever coochie is on the shelf.
This the coochie I done been giving out for a while.
And this is just what it's gonna be. But I check in and I be like, hey, is this at least like above market? Like, is it at least just slightly better than what is average? Because that's what I'm shooting for. I know it's a bitch better than me. I know I'm not better than me as like a person, but I know sexually is because I actually know I'm pretty fun. I'm pretty fun. So like I'm doing fun shit. But some of the shit I be seeing in porn, I have to like detach and be like, okay, it's porn. This is their job. This is the way that they make content. Yeah. So some of this stuff people are not doing regularly. But because I don't know, I have to ask niggas like is this cool? Like, are we good? Like, is this nice? And then sometimes be like, oh, this is fantastic. And then sometimes, I get a little progress report. And it's like,
the bitches
putting
their toes in my booty hole now. I'm like, we doing toes in the booty hole? Damn.
We doing toes in the booty hole. You can go over there. You can go wherever the bitch is putting her toe in your booty hole. You need to go live there and you need to marry that hoe. Because me and my toes, I'm 10 toes down always. I'm not putting my toe in your booty hole, brother.
You can 9 toes down and put
you get this little pinky sometimes, not always. Sometimes means sometimes, and that's if you need that, maybe. You and your butthole is your business.
I have the constant I have the original recipe coochie. It has not added no new ingredients. Like my coochie is so constant. Like like the samples in the mall, like the Psycho Japan teriyaki chicken. That shit don't change. It's the same teriyaki you had in middle school.
You're
same
so
one today.
silly.
This the coochie I got is what you getting.
I mean, the thing about it is, I try to create an open space for my partners to be like, hey, saw some weird shit. You trying to do it? I might not. I don't mind doing new shit.
Yeah.
But like, you saw that video on Twitter where the girl had her feet up on the counter and she's like swinging back and forth. Did you see that? And they like, this how you keep your man. If you do this, he won't cheat. And it's like, have you met niggas?
They'll do anything.
You could swing from this ceiling fan and just hit the dick 7 times in a row, and he will put his Nike Tech suit on
and go fuck the next bitch.
And go fuck the next bitch.
Just because he wants to.
Just because it's fun.
Yeah.
And she smell kind of good. What do it matter?
She smell good. She's got to be there and willing. And sometimes they ain't even willing. But yeah, how do we even get on swinging pussy from? Oh, my favorite porn star. Anyway, so she
is it a list of favorites or just the one?
I have several.
Mm-hmm.
It's this one girl, Drippin' Velvet, on Twitter. She eats the meanest cat.
I need you to send that. Why that hasn't come across my desk as often as you and me talk is nuts.
That young
lady. Send me the eater. What is wrong with you?
Eats some cat.
Hand it here.
That young, it be bitches lined up. Like, on Beauty Shop when that nigga's braid hair.
How you gonna braid yourself?
It be OnlyFans bitches lined up down in Houston to get their cat out, ate by Drippin' Velvet. She eats her some cat. So her and Tiffany Lynette, they often collab. It's another third bitch is Gemini, some shit. She eat all the OnlyFans bitches' cat. So I be over there just seeing what they talking about.
She want to come on the podcast.
That young lady, sure. If your cat gonna be here, then she'll probably come. Man, so I'm like, I usually be betrayed. They be, they gotta eat, so they gotta fuck some niggas sometimes. But when I saw Tiffany when that was pregnant, I'm just like, well, what about the clitoris? What?
She can't have no baby.
Well, have you done have you stocked up on content? What am I supposed to do for 10 months?
You think she's not gonna be fucking pregnant? Do they not be fucking pregnant when they?
It just makes it weird. I feel uncomfortable because apparently that is a fetish that people are into.
Well, my thing with people be pregnant and doing porn is like but the baby is there. Like the baby didn't consent to being involved in this. Like imagine please don't imagine that, but I can't imagine my mom being a porn star and she's pregnant with me and I'm just in her belly. I didn't consent to that.
Okay. Sorry, we went on one of those tangents again, but that young lady be eating some coochie, and congrats to Tiffany.
Did you send me her information?
Oh, no, you said you didn't want to see it.
I didn't want to see it right now. It's daytime. We're at work.
Oh, you wanted to see it when it was fap time?
I don't fap.
So you just be watching shit for the love of the game?
I'm kidding. I'm joking.
I'm about to say
that was a joke.
Yes.
No fool.
Good me.
No, I was finna say something else to you, but I totes forgot. I forgot. Well, I guess it's not important.
I showed you this when she was with Dwayne McHale.
Oh yes, Miss Purple Hair. I didn't know that was the same lady.
Yeah, Miss Purple Hair. She be sucking her some dick. And one day she did it with like some gay niggas, and they started like having like a weird not weird, but like a fun
time.
And they were like, cool, pussy's nice, but we're here for the dick. Thank you so much, ma'am. It was fun, but it was fun though. I be trying to.
The gay boys be fucking.
And it'd be so hard. It'd be like, this don't hurt. Like, it'd just be too much for me. I
mean, because I don't play butthole games, I can't super get into it because it does seem painful. Yeah. I don't know. But it be looking fun. They be
you saw my burner, right? So I can just send it straight to you.
Yeah, send it to me. Okay. You don't have to send it from your burner. You can just send it to me.
Well, I have it saved on my burner.
Oh, okay. See, I got my porn saved on main in my bookmarks.
Rookie mistake.
Why is it a rookie mistake?
I done accidentally liked and followed some shit or something. That's when Sit was still public, and I was just like, let me get off here.
Nah, I mean, you know what I'm saying? It just be like
that. Booty hole.
Yes.
And this is gonna be the rest of the episode.
Yes. Because we gotta
let's create a fictional Black history figure and then do their bio.
A fictional Black history figure.
Yes. Like the first person to do something that we just made up, and I'm sure there's a real person that's the first person to do that thing, and then they get to be like a superhero, like almost like a Django, and then like, is that too ambitious?
No, it's not ambitious. I wish that like there was a real life Black version, and I'm sure there is. I just don't know about it. Of Kissin Kate Barlow from Holes. Like I wish that there was a real life character, because when I say I love Kissin Kate Barlow,
because I was like, you know what, hell yeah,
you know what, they killed your nigga,
assaulted you,
shoot him, like I mean, shoot them niggas. They essentially
lynched Sam. There was a lynching in a Disney movie growing up.
Yeah,
and that's why I really appreciated that movie. And also the book was so good. You see, they're making the series, and they said they're gonna gender swap, and I feel like that will take the soul out of it, because, and also San Leones is supposed to be fat. That was a big part of the. Did you read the whole
I didn't
book?
Read the book.
That was required. I think summer reading for us, like summer 04 or 05. Like he's supposed to be fat. So like there's important context of that character that we missed out in the movie that I hope they explore.
Well, they can't go from Shia LaBeouf to a fat girl. That is not gonna.
And Shia himself will have very Nazi-filled rants about such things.
Yeah, that can't happen.
Yeah, that's gonna be crazy. But yeah, like I imagine like there's just a bad bitch in history that just did not fuck around. I was learning about Ida B. Wells on TikTok the other day, and I was just like, wow, I've never really like sat and looked into her like personally. She's like a bad bitch. I'm just thinking like, I wish there was some kind of like vigilante. Even today, we still need a vigilante that just handles things for Black people.
Well, I think often of like, and these weren't Black women that I know of, but like I think often of like the sex workers during like the fight against like Nazi Germany that would like kill Nazis, like who patronized them.
The Johns.
They would kill their Johns like just straight up, like you gotta die. Or like also like I learned on TikTok that a lot of sex workers during that time were weaponizing STDs. And so they would like bring out the girls that they knew at that time had like gonorrhea or something like that, and they would purposely have them give it to the Nazi soldiers. Like, yeah, you know what? Hell yeah. Like,
it's gonna have to start getting very strategically revolutionary around this bitch, because these people gonna play in our face. The federal judges are doing a lot of heavy lifting right now, because Trump is coming up with some dumb shit and they're like, absolutely not.
And that, I want people to know that, like, whatever you think of Biden, he did pack those courts before he left. And that is doing, like you said, a lot of heavy lifting. And that means something. Like, people like to act like he just totally left us to die.
Yeah.
I think Trump should have never been confirmed. I think that he shouldn't have been considered a viable candidate. He is a felon. If a felon can't vote, they should not be able to be president. But Biden did do his big one with packing them courts.
Right. And I'm not fully sure how that works, blah, 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 but they're doing what they need to do for now. They're vetoing all this other shit. It's just a lot of crazy shit going on. And I think that's why we also need the pod back, because like the bitch just needs to laugh for a second. Like the girls just need to. If you want to sit here talking about porn girls, this episode can get flagged so bad. But you know what? Fuck it. We're here.
As long as I don't upset any fandoms, I'm fine.
Yeah, please. Yeah, we should be fine as long as we're not getting review bombed. Yeah, man. Like, I just imagine like some kind of like a Django Western film of just like this bad black bitch from like 100 years ago that was just killing.
They would have killed Lady Django as soon as she rode up to Candyland, though. If there was a Lady Django, as soon as she rode up, they'd have been like, "Is that a black bitch on a horse?" She would have been gone. Patriarchy saved Jamie Foxx in Django.
Yeah, because it's still a man. So it's like, I'll go on.
We're gonna hear it. I'm finding it.
I might kill you, but let's
see. It took a while for them to get upset with him.
It took. If it was a woman, they would have R-worded her immediately.
Oh, immediately. Did you hear about the prisoners that got free, I believe, in the Congo? And instead of going to free the women prisoners, they raped and killed them.
And killed them?
Yes. 160 women. Instead of they escaped prison. And instead of saying, "Oh, let's free the women," or let's just go about our business, even if we're not going to free the women, they said, before we get to freedom, we're going to rape and kill these women. This is recent news. This is this month.
It's just...
That's this month. That just happened.
And the niggas over here are bad.
I know they killed all of them, but people did die.
But like... the overseas level of violent misogyny and just... it's so terrifying that like even like, what was that? Was that India? Is it having like a loneliness epidemic in one of them countries? I want to say it's India. That like they were trying to rape the news reporter.
I saw that. Mm-hmm.
And I'm just like, that's why we need a mass.
I saw a video of like, I think it might have been in India, Nepal, or something like that. I could be wrong. So if I'm wrong, correct me. But like, there are trains that are only supposed to be for women, but men get on them, and like as they like exit, like police are smacking the shit out of them for being on the lady train, because y'all are that unhinged and that horned up that
y'all can't be in. I thought that was Japan, because they were like, Japan is just so much better than us, and they're like, well, why do they need a female only train?
Well, what I saw in that video, then was some dark Japanese people. I think that was South Asians.
Okay,
I think.
I want to say Japan has something similar though,
right?
And it's like, yeah, this is a better place in America, all that, but they have the need to have a females only something.
I would like a lady only train. I would like a lady only everything at this point. Like,
yeah, that would be so. Like, you mentioned the lack of.
Like, even like, we haven't, I think we talked about it this is real life, but we talked about it personally, but I haven't talked about it on the pod. Like, I spend a lot of time going to eat by myself because I enjoy eating by myself. And now that I'm studying to get my PIMPS certification, like, I can't study at home. Men feel so entitled to your space when you are a woman without a man that they will literally sit down next to you and just start talking. They will just start conversations. They won't ask what you're doing because you're outside without your chaperone.
What are you doing by yourself? Like, you see a little kid by themselves. Where's your mommy?
Where's your human? Like, that's exactly how you get treated, like, as a woman outside. And it's so terrifying because, like, what other boundaries are you willing to cross because you don't see me with a man? It's very stressful to me.
It's very weird.
And there's no nice way to say, stop talking to me.
There isn't. And it shouldn't have to be. Shouldn't have to be nice. And what's so annoying is that, like, when things happen to women, like, she had a husband. Like, when the girl got hit in the face with the brick, oh, she had a husband, this would have happened. I'm partnered. That nigga's at work.
Right.
So while he's at work, I'm going on my little adventures. And one day I did get harassed with my ring on. He followed me into the store and was like, where your husband at? Do we have to come shoot up the TJ Maxx because you won't leave me alone? Like, I'm so scared of niggas. Like, I was out walking Cardi. He was giving me the hardest time. I'm on the belt line. But I forgot I had on these orange leggings. So now I'm walking around with a great pumpkin on my fucking back. Ass just out. I forget. Like, damn, I can't
even just exist in my body.
Right, because now I have a big bother me sign on my back because my ass is big. So Cardi's in the way I'm trying to, like, get him on the belt line because people speed by on bikes. Cardi hates bikes. He was like, y'all asses is crazy. What the fuck is this? Because he's never seen bikes before.
Because he's been a largely in the house.
He's a largely in the house dog. So I'm trying to get him into some YNs, man. And I know they say YNs is derogatory. I think it's funny. I'm going to keep saying it. But YNs was like, hey. And I was just like, oh, yes, here. I'm sorry. So sorry. Please. Niggas, please. I don't know what's in trouble.
You're so stupid.
I don't know what y'all want. Please. And they was just like, what's wrong with Shawty? No, it's A. Wasn't it A? You came over here to fuck with me. What?
But no, like, even going back to, like, where's your husband thing, when that man flashed me in the parking lot at the beauty supply store, literally, like, the police officer was like, why you out here by yourself? I'm going to the beauty supply store. I shouldn't have to have a man in a baby Bjorn protecting me everywhere I go.
Yeah.
I shouldn't have to have that. Like, it is nice to be able to because I tend to partner with crazy niggas, which I enjoy. I tend to partner with niggas that will return to the scene of the crime and, like, protect me. I shouldn't have to be like, my man will come shoot this shit up. I shouldn't
have to do that.
That should not be my life. I should not have to.
I should be able to go to the store, get my fucking packs of hair, get my eyeliner and lip gloss, whatever, and come home and be
safe.
Yes.
It's so crazy. And then, like, listening to, like, this is going to be a pivot, but, like, listening to how, like, offended men are when, like, they encounter something that they feel is harassment, whether it's by a woman that they don't find attractive or a gay man, you know what harassment is. You know what unwanted attention is. It's just cool when you do it.
Right.
It's just okay when you do it.
The gay man does it.
Now you're ready to kill somebody.
Now they're dead.
Because the gay man said you was handsome.
If a trans woman exists and it's fine and you're attracted to them, now they gotta die.
But when it's you on me, then it's harmless.
Whenever they're uncomfortable and they feel away, everyone has to die. If we started shooting niggas when we felt uncomfortable, wouldn't be no more niggas.
But that's why, like, when niggas be weird to me, that's why I keep my knife on my waist so I can lift up my shirt and show it to you. I'll uphold on you hoe niggas. Like, I may not shoot you, you will get stabbed. And that's why I always have it on me, because let's get weird. Mm-hmm. If we're finna get weird, ever since that nigga flashed me, let's get strange. Let's get crazy.
Since we just doing
anything. Because there's no situation where I'm pulling my pussy out on a stranger ever.
It's gonna take so many steps for me to get my pussy to be out. And I hate that, like,
what kind of degenerate you gotta be to pull your pussy out? Just outside.
And pussies are so flat, like, you really can't pull it out. So it's like we were at a disadvantage anyway of being creeps. Niggas just pull their dick out.
Because I pull my pussy out, my ass gotta be out too.
It's like, I gotta pull it to the side. If I pull it out, like, to the side, it's not gonna be fully out. So
like, I gotta be like,
like, it's not the same. Now I gotta be on the floor. I'm not having fun.
Yeah.
I'm so fascinated by penises because, like, I just get to be with a penis all day that I'm not even fucking with it. We not bothering each other. But, like, you ever watch a man pee and they pull the penis out and then they go pee? I'd be like, this is the most disgusting shit I've ever seen in my life.
I like when men pee. I like to hold their dicks when they pee.
No, that's not even me being a freak. No, because
it ain't even sexual. It's just
I also
fun.
sit in the toilet and be like, you go. And then he, like, aims in between my legs. I think that's really cool.
Y'all niggas is nasty. Oh my God. Y'all niggas is disgusting. What? So you be sitting on the pisser And then
mind you just said you hold dicks while they pee. That's gross.
That's because I have penis envy and I need to know what it's like.
But
I need to know what it's like to pee standing up. So I have to hold the dick so I can experience it.
You want to be the boy.
I want to do the bending.
I just like silly, goofy games. We're fun. I sit in the toilet.
So it's just like an arcade game. You fucking freaky frogs are made for each other. You know that? Y'all deserve each other. This is perfect. I know exactly what I'm going to write in your card when you guys get married.
The other day, I asked him if he wanted to see my poop, and he said no. I was so heartbroken by that. No, it wasn't even poop. It was something even nastier.
That's too intimate.
It was nastier than poop. You want to know what it was?
No, I of all the things I want to know in the world, I want to know that the least. Don't tell me. And I'm so serious. This will be a defining moment in our friendship. Do not tell me. I'd like to move past it. Tell your therapist. Tell God. Don't tell me. I don't want to know.
Friend, do you want to know what it was? I'll tell you later.
He's a freaky frog too.
Yeah.
Y'all nasty. I'm all fucking set, buddy. I'm all set. Oh my God. Ew. But I would say the last relationship I was in, we didn't play those games. He was much more like stoic and not silly about things than I was. So some of it was just like, oh, you know, so, like even to like hold his dick while he peed, like I had to beg for that. Like I'm just, okay. You ain't no goddamn fun.
Be fun. Do fun stuff. Okay, I feel like we should wrap up. I gotta pee.
Okay. We didn't do great with the topic this week.
We didn't.
But we're honestly, getting our sea legs back being on the pod. We've been gone.
This couch is so comfortable.
I could go to sleep so hard right now.
And it's like perfectly cold. And I'm just like,
we got nice blankets provided by our new studio. This is nice.
All right. Well, we'll go. Y'all got 2 episodes.
And we're going to be back consistent, guys. We're doing the best we can.
I mean, the best.
The absolute best.
So
this wine is delicious. This is fantastic.
Yeah. If you mad, then
I don't think anybody's mad. I think the girls missed us. We missed the girls.
Yeah.
And that's just what it was.
I just be like pre-ready for people to get on my nerves.
You be very like, who want it with lean? You remember?
I'm very much who want it with lean. Because like, I swear I'll get on here and just like, you want an episode? Fine. I'm not talking.
But why,
and I just sit here like this.
But why? But why? That's that birth order shit again. You true to your youngest sibling roots.
Don't make me not talk the rest of the day just to prove a point. You didn't even do nothing, but like I will prove just how hard I'll go to prove a point.
You ain't prove nothing to me.
I know, I don't.
We got a 75-minute ride back to the city, so
we do. I want a sub sandwich. Like I want a good.
You're gonna get the Listeria.
That's fine. I got high cholesterol. My doctor said I could. Everything turned out fine, but like my iron there was like, your cholesterol's high, baby.
My blood pressure, when I had that allergic reaction to that food at that crazy ass mall you made me go to,
it's Sawgrass.
I had to.
For the people, I took Talley to Sawgrass. I hated it. She was like, "What the fuck is this?"
I was so overstimulated, and I was having an allergic reaction. When I got to the airport and the paramedics had to see me, they were like, "Your blood pressure is high, but we're pretty sure it's stress induced." And I'm like, "Yeah, take the band off me. I know."
And that's what I'm saying. When you were like, I'm fine. No, you're not, because that's your usual, like, that's your normal. Like, you know, you don't know because you don't watch the Avengers. But like in the Avengers, the first one, you probably seen the first one. When they were like, Banner, how do you get angry so fast? He's like, I'm always angry.
Yeah.
And he's been chilling the whole movie, but like he's actually angry. But he's
always
like,
at a baseline of like, at the very least, ready to be upset. I'm not always upset.
It's like
I'm always ready to be upset.
It takes so much for me to get upset.
My blood pressure, watching that, I know I never need to watch sports again, because my blood pressure watching that game, anytime that the Chiefs had the ball, even when they was getting their ass whooped, anytime they had their hands on the ball, my nerves were so bad. I was like, oh, I can't watch this. This cannot be a regular. Like, if I had a team that I loved and I stood behind, I would be in a toxic relationship with that team. I cannot be involved. I can't do it because I'm going to pop a blood vessel. Like, Brittany, even though we're not friends anymore, she will make fun of me because when I get too upset, my eye will bleed. Like, I will pop blood vessels in my eye. That's how mad I get. I need to go see that lady.
That's what I'm saying. You're not okay. Like,
I'm okay considering.
Yes, like
that'll be the title of my Netflix comedy special. I'm okay considering.
Like
Yeah.
you like one belt loop in the doorknob away from losing your goddamn shit at all times.
No, honestly, like I've gotten better at regulating my emotions, but I was taking the trash out the other day, which not being partnered anymore, the trash being taken out has been the hardest part of
I
like
hate it.
being single again because I got so used to never touching the trash. One of the handles, the bag was so heavy that one of the handles slipped out and half the bag spilled in front of I love my neighbor, Rudy. Shout out Rudy. Half the trash spilled in front of his door. So it wasn't even like it spilled somewhere that like I could walk away from and not feel bad. I screamed to the heavens. I clenched my fist and shook my hands and I was like, why? Out loud. Like I was so mad. And I had had a fine day, but that was just my breaking point. That like now I got to get these kernels of rice
Right.
and backwoods guts off of my neighbor's porch.
Right.
So I be cool. Big shit though, I'm cool handling big crises, but little crises, cannot handle it.
Right.
Cannot handle it.
Right.
But I'm okay considering.
Considering.
Yeah.
Okay, let's get up out of here. I
Okay.
have to pee and I think I'm gonna give you some Jersey Mike's.
Well, make sure they toast the sandwich friends so you don't get the listeria.
It's not. It's just boar's head.
It's not just boar's head. Boar's head processes other meat. They
So
process.
what's listeria?
Listeria is.
Will I get skinny?
Are you crazy? Are you well? Will I get skinny?
I know Miss Bone Broth ain't sitting over here judging me.
First of all, that was none of their business. And second of all, the bone broth is also for my skin. I put my collagen in it, and it makes my skin pretty.
Right.
So it's not only for skinniness.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm never going to be skinny. I'll just be smaller than I am. So
Well, that bitch warmed up that fucking nothing juice and was drinking it from a bowl.
Melanie
"What the fuck
thought
are
I
you
was
doing?"
drinking coffee from a bowl. And the concern, I'm going to do my best to recreate her face. This is the concern. I had to drop into the moment. This is the concern on her face. She said, and I'm like, what? And she's like, are you drinking coffee from a bowl? And I'm like, no, nigga, this is bone broth.
But like, think of the things you shared with me. Is that far-fetched? Because you have the most ridiculous reason. Oh, I drink coffee at the bowl because mugs make my lip itch. Sure.
All right.
You have your reasons for things that make sense to you. So I'm like, okay, maybe she has a thing where she has to drink her coffee.
I drink my coffee out of
the-
mugs like a normal.
But don't you have your little things like that?
I do. There are good spoons and bad spoons.
Autism.
That is autism, which I'm so sad that I have to date again because I don't want to explain good
Some
spoons
people
and
from the
bad
autism
spoons.
place did not call me back. I went through the resources that she sent me. What?
I think that a lot of people don't get diagnoses with autism because, like, once that is a part of your, like, record,
We're here now.
we're here now.
And if I call up there now and I don't have autism, I'm gonna keep on saying I do.
You got autism. you are autistic.
But
I don't
really
care
want-
what them people tell you.
You're normal. No, I'm not.
Woo. Yeah.
All right, let's go. All right, bye guys.
Okay, go pee because I got to pee too. Bye. We didn't do it.
Oh, did we say bye?
We didn't say it.
Bye.
Bye.